Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And as you know, it is Tuesday, so we're going to be doing our regular GameStop update here. And we've been tracking this count pretty closely. And I'll give you guys another update on the weekly counts on Market Cipher. And if there's any new signals from Smart Money, what they're doing, what's going to be happening with GameStop. So there's some good news. So we're reaching a climax here. In my opinion, I think this at one point, this wedge that we're inside here is gonna either have to break towards the upside or just confirm and break towards the downside. Now I think our chances are pretty good of breaking towards the upside, but I don't want to get too many people excited. I don't want people to start buying calls and doing all these things, and the reason is that I have some calls that are probably going to expire worthless now because I didn't sell early enough and I got a little bit too greedy, and I was hoping like, oh, I'm gonna big green candle's gonna come any day now. And you know what? I should have just bought the stock like everyone else. And I did buy the stock. I bought the stock here. I bought the stock not here. I bought the stock somewhere around this area, I think, and I bought it here as well. And I bought the lows on the lows that I've called out many times, and I've taken my profits along the way. Now, when we dive into what's going on here on the charts in our market side, not our market side, our Elliott wave count, it appears that we could be getting ready for a potential breakout in a 1-2 setup, which would mean that this really needs to break out and confirm on a next attempt. And we've been hammering this downsloping trend line. Got a pivot here, pivot there. You had an attempted breakout here. It failed, unfortunately. Came down, reattempted today, basically hit this, that resistance level, and it sold off. And you got some buying near the close. I'm curious to see what GameStop is doing in Germany. Let's just check real quick the German index. I don't think they're open yet, right? Yeah, they're not open. So, anyways, we'll get back to our regular GameStop chart. So, yeah, you can get on the smaller time frames. Check out that 45-minute count. So you got a 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and a 5. So it's a very ugly count, but maybe the next impulse is going to be the one to do it. So something like this, you'll break out, pull back in a 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So that would be your bullish count here. Now, if you break the lows and you continue down, in my opinion, you'd be at risk for a pretty bearish setup, because now you would have the A, B, and then a C, and then that would extend lower. The wave 2 would extend, which is right here, and that would most likely break and take out all these pivots here, which I hope it doesn't. But if it manages to hold this upsloping trend line, then that would be probably the last dip buying opportunity just below $20, around 1961. But again, remember, if you're doing this for a trade, you have your stop set in place and you're ready to stop out as a trade. For me, it's always a trade. It's not a buy and hold hodl forever. Although I think we will be going, to the 120s at one point. It's just going to take some time, right? And most people, I would say, don't have the patience. They've said they've waited 3 years. Oh, I've waited 3 years and nothing has happened. Well, nothing has happened because you FOMO'd in and you bought the top and you're just mad about it. For those who are patient and probably accumulated at the 20s and the 19s and the 15s and even continued to buy in the 10s, they got rewarded not too long ago with this massive 300% pump. That's 593% pump. So yeah, they cashed in big on that, on the waiting, right? And now people who FOMO'd in here are probably gonna wait another very long period of time before they're rewarded. So that's just my honest opinion. When you let your emotions drive you and you buy at the wrong time, then you get mad that people who are doing analysis and they just tell you to wait. It's because we wait for the right moment. Whoever's buying at the wrong time is waiting for the wrong the wrong things at the wrong moment. Anyway, so that's what I think should be happening. Again, if the bearish count plays out, then you'll probably see me stop out. It's not like I don't have any exposure to meme stocks. I am long AMC right now, and I do believe that we have a nice potential setup for more upside. But the wave 2 is just, we're stretching it right now. It needs to reverse It's like now or never kind of deal, or else AMC could just go back down to the hole and just circle the drain. But let's get on over to GME on the market cipher. So some positive notes. You got some upsloping momentum waves here, confirming with green dots. So you confirmed one on Monday. Today was a nice little update. Actually, no, it's a down day, but it managed to hold up even throughout this market sell-off. So that's a positive note for GameStop. The weekly candle, though, is definitely looking more bearish. The momentum waves look like they want to extend lower, so you don't have those larger time frames supporting you for more upside. The monthly time frame here is also not looking the greatest. You with a 15 and a -3 on the dual band strength index, but obviously, we've seen the 16 last month with that red dot confirmation of a trend to potentially start to go down, and nothing really happened. You didn't even break the low from last month, so that's a positive there. And the 4-hour time frame, you're almost out of red money flow. You're just chopping, right? It's just chop up and down, left and right. So it's not doing too much right now. It's just at the zero line. It's kind of like in a no trade setup. And then you got that more bearish count, which is an ABC potential flush down, like I said, to that $19 level, right around that upsloping support line here, which I would be pretty interested to maybe chance along here, because that at that point you have a very tight stop, and if you get stopped out, then hey, that's it. You lose 2%, you move on. You don't lose 30, you lose 2%, unless there's a 30% gap down, which would be unfortunate, and that's just the risk of trading. Weekly time frame. So here's a positive note for you guys. The weekly time frame has a weekly green cross. It's very good, very positive. You want to pay attention to them when we're on uptrends, right? These green crosses are like huge signals for massive upside coming when we're in an uptrend. When we're in a downtrend, they're not as strong and they don't work as well. Although they can still work, right? So you can see here, we got a green cross. It pumped 43%, but it ended up selling off. So you got to take those profits. Got a green cross here. Probably didn't pump too much and it failed, right? It failed. You broke down the low. Green cross pump on the weekly. A green cross and it failed. Green cross and it pumped. Significant buying from smart money. Pump, and then so on and so forth. So you guys kind of get the picture here. So that's basically it. The daily time frame, nothing new. The 12-hour, 6-hour, 4-hour, nothing new. We got some green crosses, but that's about it. Smart money did start buying, so they did buy the lows here at 20 bucks and 30 cents, and from there on the price has gone up. 45-minute, nothing new. 30-minute, nothing new. 24-minute, there you go. Smart money, as per usual, buying the lows and leaving dumb money behind. And dumb money, probably going to buy the highs, and we're going to get another flush down. They're going to sell. They're going to panic sell. And you'll probably see some more buying at the $19 level. And then, oh man, the 50-minute is riddled with accumulation from smart money. So that's what they do. They just buy on the downtrends. They sell on the uptrends, and that's just the way the world works, and it's always been that way. It's going to continue to do that. Anyways, that's your GME update, GameStop update. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let's go get our boys at $120. Obviously, it's a long road ahead of us, but again, it's a journey, right? It's not an Uber trip. It's a journey. It's going to take a long time.